their dirty little faces, their sweat-soiled clothes, and barely enough food to buy groceries. Research shows that children worldwide face harsh conditions of child labor. Many of them are willing to sign up to work in an effort to support their families. Although your children may not be affected by the child labor industry, your grands or great-grands or some distant relative could be affected. That's why we need to act now to put an end to child labor. Today I'd like to talk about enforcing and improving laws that protect children, creating and improving programs that will help train adults for the workforce, and ensuring that children get a good education so that it will lessen the chances of them falling into the child labor industry. I'll begin by telling you the importance of making sure that the laws are enforced and fix those that are broken. Children all over the world are working long hours in dangerous environments for a portion of the money that adults earn for doing the same job. How and why is this allowed? The problem is that there are laws in place to protect children, but they're not being enforced. Some even have loopholes that need to be fixed. And employers continue to hire underage children, need to be hit with heavy fines and possible closures. The need for agencies to enforce laws and strict fines for those who continue to hire willing working children. Fix those that even have vague restrictions. In the areas where child labor is common, try to create programs that will help families out of poverty. I'm sure that you can see that there's a need for us to make sure these agencies enforce the laws and the penalties. Fix those that are broken. Eliminate those that don't work. How can we help reduce or end child labor? Let me tell you. This will help families that are in poverty and keep many of them from falling into it. We need to create programs that will train adults with a variety of skills that will help them to be productive in the workforce. Programs that will help skilled adults find employment through contracting agencies. Programs that will help qualifying families with housing, nutritional assistance, until their able adults are placed with contracting agencies. You can see that something has to be done. And what better place than to start by first enforcing the laws? Second, by creating programs that will turn into solutions. Now, let's make sure that the children have a fighting chance. But how? Let me tell you. Education. Education is the key to child labor. And the core factor for children to have a fighting chance. Most of the children that are in child labor do not attend school on a regular. Some don't attend at all. And simply it's due to long work hours. That was reported by the Child Industry Act of 2018. This is why education is so important. With educational programs in place, children will learn how to read and write, which will help them as they become adults in the workforce by attaining higher paying positions, which would slow down the growing rates of child labor, according to the child labor data debate in 2013. The decisions that you make today can and will affect your child's tomorrow. I urge you to join a credible agency whose main focus is to put an end to child labor so that we can ensure that our children worldwide can have a brighter future. No, it's not that difficult, but it requires all of our help to make this a reality. And I know that if we all act now, we can reduce the rate. And in some areas, we can put an end to child labor. I told you about the need. I know you clearly see the need. But first, remember, we have to enforce our laws. We have to assist socially. And last but not least, we have to make sure that children get an education. And don't forget to join a credible charity or organization of your choice whose main purpose and goal is to end child labor. When one child suffers, we all suffer because the children are our future. If we continue to let them fall into this child labor industry, what future will the grands have? That's why it is so important to speak for those who can't, help where you can, and educate all so that we can end child labor. All right.